Hey, how's it going, everybody? YouTube land? This is I, the console scrub, back at it again with another video. Kind of wanted to go over my experience this league and what's been going on with me since, I really haven't been keeping up on post stuff. Anyway, this will be kind of like a, update and then state of console video, I guess I should say. To recap, with my experience of this league, when it first launched, which is a week after PC gets the launch for PlayStation. Any other consoles, but yes, about a week after PC got it, it launched, and I made a video talking about my concerns with the engine graphics update and whatnot. Because I still run a PS4. I don't have a PS5, and I already know the game is pretty visually intensive, especially when you juice in-game content, which is what I like to do. Even previous leagues, there's always been just like a general, threshold of how much my system can handle. I never really ran deli a whole lot when I was doing pretty decent juice in previous leagues, so I kind of know what to expect on that. And when the league launched for this Tota league, I noticed there was a major difference within those first days playing, trying to level and whatnot. It was noticeably bad. I made a couple of videos about it, so if you're curious about what it looked like, you could definitely see the lag in the footage, so I would say go check those out. But I don't have any way to pin it up. Anyway, so it was really discouraging. I still pushed, leveled. The leveling build I used was amazing. I got, all the way up, did my first 2 void stones, and then I started farming up fragments so I can do my other invitations, all that stuff. So I started, I got the atlas completed. I did a bunch of stuff. I farmed up tons of fragments. I had full sets for everything. And it was just really slow for me because I like to do big weekend pushes, and within like the first 2 weekends of playing, I like to be able to have most of my stuff done. And it was a little bit of a slog for me this league. At my wife's birthday party, so we did some stuff for her. We got a hotel for a few nights, so it was be able to do that. I had a bunch of car troubles. I had to buy a vehicle, use like a whole paycheck as down payment, so it's rough as far as finances. Just staying busy, working, and not really having much time to play. It's the standard, console scrub experience, so I haven't really been able to push like I've wanted to. And on top of that, with all the graphics and issues that I was facing, it was very frustrating, and it was definitely starting to get to me, and start to get stress. It's all kind of compiled now, and then of all that, the way I do these videos, if anyone's interested, is I literally just have my earbuds hooked up to the controller, and then I just start the video, and then I will take a clip of it, and then I'll take that clip, and then I'll just basically trim it from the beginning and the end, and just make a one take. And that's how I've been doing these videos. So the controller that works properly doesn't have proper audio output on it. So if I hook up my earbuds, it just sounds like a helicopter on your guys' end. It's just terrible. Audio is nuts. But that's my functional controller, like as far as playing the game. But I can't record with it. The other controller that I use when I record is the one with the left stick drift. That just got so bad, there was no way that I could do a video and pinpoint certain things that I wanted to talk about, and it was just technologically frustrating with everything else that was going on. To be understandable, it was just not the best league for me. Not the best delve experience for me right now either. But either way, coming back to it, so it was just really stressful, and I had a solid build, and I do this thing where I start to get bored of the build that I'm playing, and I want to like vamp it up, do something different with it. I got a drop, and I wanted to try a different build, so I ended up re-rolling my fire trap guy, which was positioned perfectly for, you know, bossing and getting all my endgame stuff done in my last two Voidstones, and I totally botched it. I re-rolled as a Necromancer just because I got this stupid staff drop that I wanted to try, a build that I had my eyes on a couple leagues ago, and it worked out pretty good. It's a solid mapper, but it's just not really gonna. It doesn't have the bossing potential. So, what did we do? We said, you know what? I got a little bit of time to play. This was just this last weekend, and I was like, let's level up a chieftain. I got all this fire gear. Let's level up a chieftain, and let's put the fire gear on and try to do, you know, like a RF, you know, something to, you know, finish those last two Voidstones out. Because I didn't want to spend all my currency putting my Necro back to an Elementalist. So that was off the table. So I figured, why not just re-roll something, have a Necro that's, and then, you know, create an all-rounder with all my fire gear that I got. Because I really, you know, nothing was really selling. The build wasn't selling. And that's the other thing. This economy, this league has been, I don't know, abysmal. Compared to last league, for me at least, I have no idea. Everything is like extremely expensive. Everything's extremely gated. I don't know. It's just not a lot of play there. And I know it's still a little early for us, but things still have not dropped. Divine's been going all over crazy. Anyway, so all these things compiled on top of itself just didn't really lend itself for the best league experience. And I do like the mechanic. It is fun. I haven't really played much since they buffed the loot. Everybody says it's great, it's amazing. You know, I'm gonna give it a shot. But for the most part, I really haven't been playing much of the league, just because, you know, I like to do mapping kind of content. So anyway, the main point of all this is that it's just been very stressful. So I did finally get a new controller. That's what we're recording on right now, and this will, you know, act as a test spot. So I hope this comes out good. We'll see. If this video doesn't come out, then that means my controller sucks. But yes, for the most part, it really hasn't been much of a good experience so far over here. So I thought to myself, well, if I'm not able to do a lot of endgame stuff in my mapping, and I'm not able to do, you know, as far as like the juice that I like to do, I'm going to start playing a little bit more Tota. And I think that this is what my build is right here. This RF Blazing Salvo that I'm working on is going to be my Tota guy. And, you know, there's been some really cool shenanigans going on with Blazing Salvo. And I know everybody's doing Inquisitor, and I don't have an Inquisitor. I have a Chieftain. So we're going to make something work here. But this is going to be my Tota character. And we're just gonna, you know, enjoy the league for what it is. If I'm not able to do my endgame juice like I like, because my system just won't allow me to, then I'll just, you know, play the league. And as far as what I was thinking is like other content, I was thinking probably doing some beginner guides for console specific. Because I've had a few comments, people talking about, you know, it'd be cool if I did more, you know, beginner-friendly stuff, tutorial, if you will, for console players. Even though it's like there's 1,000 other YouTube videos out there, you know, with people talking. But I guess it isn't the same, you know, being able to do. It isn't the same, not being able to see like how, you know, the controller layout is set up, because, you know, it's a point-and-click game, so I can understand people wanting more of a tutorial from a console perspective, and I think that's a niche that I can fill. So I'm gonna do that this weekend. Stay, you know, look out for those videos coming up. I think we'll do like a live, and then a quick like 10-20 minute video going over certain factors of the live. And that's kind of how we're going to do it. Live, for me, sometimes doesn't work the best because I have other out the internet. But we'll see how it goes. And it's just going to be leveling stuff. We're going to start fresh as you would a league start. So I'll start SSF and I'll show you one of my favorite League characters as far as, like, you know, builds go, and we're mainly going to be focused on tips, tricks, and little things, you know, little bits of knowledge that just help your progression, you know, because once you've progressed and you get toward, you know, into the end game and you finish up your Atlas, that's when, like, knowledge is power. Knowing how to feel niche markets where, you know, things are lacking, what content to farm to provide a service. You know, if everybody's doing Essence, then Essence isn't going to be the most profitable thing, you know, those kind of things. But that's more towards the end. But so I'm going to focus more on the progression, start to finish, getting to the completion, and we'll do that this upcoming weekend, I hope. But look out for that. And as far as system is concerned, as far as, like, how it's going on my end, as far as the PlayStation, it's really not that well, doing that well. But I've had a couple other comments, people telling me it's not much better on PS5 either. And a lot of my boys that I play with on Discord, they're all on PC, and a lot of people are having those, you know, similar issues. In general, it's been a little choppy, and I guess the loading screens are pretty heavy and, you know, whatnot. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of make this as like a little update video, what's going on with me, how things are going. So it is pretty crazy, but we're just leveling this character up. We're almost to 90, and we'll be pushing probably to 95. And then we'll start rocking some Tota, and the build's almost finished. I'm trying to 6-link this Cloak of Flame, and then we will be on our way to doing some cool stuff. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. A lot of IRL stuff, compounded stress, things like that. Haven't had the most time in the world to play this league, but it's okay. We're going to make the best of it, and I'm going to be a Tota enjoyer. And we're going to do a beginner guide for console players. So stay tuned for that. It'll be done on the weekends for sure, because, you know, I don't work the weekends. So that's when that's happening. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to say my peace outs and all that YouTube jazz. Please, you know, do you guys' thing, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Have a good one. Peace, peace.